Alright, here we go with the Thanksgiving edition Mailbin. There's the bin. It's in a box actually, but I think you get the gist. So let's go to these packages, see what came in. Alright, this battery on this camera is just terrible. Off we go. New mail from the bin. Starting off with, oh, this is a nice one. Now, this is an example of something that I would advise people not to do. And I've kind of said it in the past. I just really liked the look of the blues. And I liked how it was short printed at 5. I don't know if it'll catch that focus, but it is 4 of 5, and it's a 4-nat blue auto from Elite 17. So looks pretty clean. This would definitely be one I'd like to send in, but we'll take a closer look and look for some flaws that you can't see with the naked eye, because they're often there. And let's see what else is going on. I've got another 500 card order that should be back in tomorrow. And then I'll try to get that video up by like the 1st of December. Takes me some time to go through the order. And then I gotta prep a video. That's like an hour-and-a-half video. I did one in September and a lot of people liked it. Just sit back, sort some cards, relax. 98 Bowman. This is Peyton Manning. PSA 10 on this one. The main things you're looking for is this black border, which is often chipped out of the pack. This one is a 10, so that's about a $40 card in 10 form, and about $5 raw, 5 to 10 raw, I'd say. Here's one that was already opened and looked at. So these Brady Bowmans are something that have been. There's a lot of them out there, and there's a lot of them that have been in auctions lately. And I've managed to snatch a few up. I kind of take a look at the scan and kind of determine if it's like a PSA 8 or higher. This has this little edge thing going on the top. You guys see right there, right? So I mean that's going to definitely take away from the card. There's a little white there, but nothing significant on this one. It's centered well. I think it has a chance as an 8, and an 8's good. You have to keep in mind that a lot of these have a lot bigger flaws than that, and if they were sending, they'd be 6s and 7s. I mean, for the most part, the only cards you see slabbed are the 9s and 10s, but there's a lot of other ones out there. And I would consider that Bowman 2000 set not the easiest set. Okay, this is a neat one, and compared to what these sell for on average, I think I got a good deal on it. I think it was like 47 bucks. But one thing to consider when dealing with 2013 Bowman Rookies and Stars is these golds on the back. For some reason, the way they made them, they just chipped up real bad. See that? No, I think that would take away from the card a lot. And even on the bottom, it's got it. So the front of the card looks amazing, and the back has that going on. So I think this could still get an 8, and I need it for my LeBron registry. So it would be one that I would consider sending in. But I thought it was a good deal, so I'm happy with the card. Got to make a stack of all these bubble mailers. Here's a heavier one, so this could be a lot, which is always fun to go through. There are like this is a seller that definitely cares about cares about his buyers. He put every card in the top loader. Now I don't think he has to do this, but it's a really nice touch, and it's definitely appreciated. So this was just a lot of a bunch of stuff. I don't know what I paid, probably 25 bucks, but a lot of numbered things to put in the store, and maybe I'll keep a few for the PC. But these are green scopes, so they're all out of 99. There's a Mike Evans, and then these are purple crystals, and these are out of 75. So we got Kelvin Benjamin and Fitzgerald. See, I'll probably keep that one for the Fitzgerald binder. Red Power, which is kind of a weird name, but Brad Kaya and Nathan Peterman, who had a good half. He threw 5 picks in the first half last week, and these are out of 49. You got your Blue Waves to 149, Kaya, Dobbs. These are just bases, actually. These 2 Dobbs are bases, and this Deshaun Watson's a base. So this card was selling for about 20 to 25 before he got hurt. Now it's settled in at about 10 to 12. So, but I think it's a good time to buy Watson for the future. Purple Crystals, Jay Ajayi and Jordan Howard. I would throw that one in the PC. Melvin Gordon, some more green scopes. So a couple Fortes. So a bunch of numbered cards. Most of them go in the store. Always fun to get the lots in, especially when you can get them cheap, because when it's a bunch of mixed players and teams, they don't go as high as they should, because it's just a bunch of random cards. So I do have a modest Barry Sanders PSA collection, and always a fan of the 1990 Fleer. I don't think this set is too tough because the outside of the borders is all white. I think you could see some more chipping on the back than the front, but great looking card. It's in the new holder, so I'll add that to my registry. I don't know where I'm ranked in the master. I'm probably like 15 or 20. I think these are for when you sell CDs. I'm not sure though. 2004. This is a turn of the century Phillip Rivers to 125. There's the numbering. It's just a sweet card for like 40 bucks. And this is a tough set with these black borders. There's white chipping. And then also you got to check your surfaces on these Elite. The way the foil was in 04, there was just a lot of little scratches. There's just so much to consider with each set and cards. That's what makes grading fun to me. But I also like to deal with raw cards too, so there's just a lot to like in the hobby. This is cool. So PSA 10s of this are like 45 to 50 bucks, and I got this 9 for like, I think it was about 9 bucks shipped. So I thought I'd just throw it into the Brady PC. It's 2003 SPX. It's just a neat looking card. Look at that thing. It doesn't look like a base card, does it? So PSA 9. Here's another Brady Bowman. So we're going kind of crazy on the Brady Bowmans. So this one was purchased from Houston, Texas. Now let's just take a quick look at the card. I know it's harder for you guys to see because you're not in person, but naked eye flaws. I see a little bit of soft cornering on that bottom right one, and on this top edge I see a little white scuff. You guys can probably see that one. Centered pretty well, about 60-40. So this would also have a chance at an 8 in my opinion. I'd have to take a better look at that, but looks pretty good. Here's an Alvin Kamara for the Saints. This is Elite Purple to 99, so a nice little parallel of Alvin. His stuff still sells pretty cheap. Don't know how high it'll go. He's playing great football. He is a running back though, so caution your expectations for his hobby staying at high levels in the future, but for now it's good. This is packed well. This could be something nice. Yeah, it is. This was like 170 bucks. I thought it was a great deal. So it's slabbed in a Beckett holder, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is slabbed and protected. It's an 8.5, so corner's 8. Beckett typically gives a lot of leeway for corners and such. So if I'd sent this to PSA, I'd most likely get a 7. Usually with 8 corners, you pretty much have like a crease or a huge ding. So I have to take a closer look at it. I don't think the corners look that bad from a naked eye perspective, but there's a lot that you can't see. just by staring at a card with your naked eyes. Another Brady Bowman. So this one looks really good. Wow. The back has some white showing on this edge, but let's go back to the front. I looked at that quick. It's centered good. There's a little white right there. I don't know, guys. I think this one looks nicer than the other ones because it doesn't have the white scuffs. I think this one could have a potential at a PSA 9. We'll have to see though. So I'm just going to put this back in so I can leave appropriate feedback. When I get a lot of the same card from different sellers, it's hard to figure out which one came from who if I don't put it back in the bubble mailer. There's another one. So I guess I've just been picking these up. I just like the card. And I like the chance of trying to get one graded as a 10. So I'll just take it out of here. It's got this white thing over it. Okay, let's do a quick glance at this one. It looks good. This edge is kind of weird. You guys see how it just kind of got that white going on it? Overall, it looks pretty good though. So that's another Brady Bowman. Okay, put that one over to the side. Here is some Vic stuff. Now, even if you put cards in a team bag, if they're not taped in, they can still come up, which people don't understand. But someday, I think we'll get good shipping. So they're still on the top loader, so I'm not going to be a baby, but see how it's getting ready to come out of there. And all you have to do is pinch these together like this and tape. It's really simple. Let's move this over, but this is a nice 2-card order. So we got the LeBron Star Rookie. Love this classic iconic card. And then of course we gotta have a Vic, right? So this is Upper Deck Legends. The photography in this set is just absolutely amazing. So it's out of 750. So a couple cool cards of some of my favorite players to collect in the hobby. Alright, next package. Pete Rose. Now this is beat up to hell, but it is for the binder. So this is like, I think this is like a 2. This would be like fair. You see how it's almost like looks dirty. Like the surface of the card looks dirty almost. And the corners are all pushed in and rounded. But and the back's pretty rough. So it is nice enough to go into the binder. I would like one that's a little nicer than this, but I got me paid like $12 for this card. So nice Pete Rose for the binder. And I actually have a bunch of binder cards coming in. They're just with COMC or COMC. They have a bunch of my binder stuff. So is this another? Yeah, another Fournette. So I guess I'm a fan of Fournette. I buy his cards from time to time. This is actually a great way to protect a card you ship. This is just the base turn of the century to 99. So I believe this was about $35. So this was a good deal. I think it was $5. So don't have too many cards from this set. This set came out in the summer. It is called Panini Origins, and this has a nice patch to 49 of O.J. Howard. I think has a bright future. So seemed like a good deal. It was an auction. Here's another Vic. We got the Bowman's Best with a faded auto. See how that thing's almost, it's very faded, kind of like the 1999 SPX cards, but still a neat card for about 30 bucks. Definitely wish the auto was a little bolder, but it's okay. We have another Brady Bowman here. So there's probably 5 of them in this Mailbin. So let's look at the Brady first. It's in one of these cases. I don't like these little screw down cases because cards just seem like they get beat up in them. I don't know why. So this one looks pretty good too. I think there's something going on with this top right corner that would definitely push it lower than an 8. But I'll take a look at that one off camera. So let's put it back into the envelope. And let's take a look at the vintage binder card. This came with the same order. It's in one of these like yellow jaundice cases. It is a Clemente. Is it creased? I know it was really cheap. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty crease. You guys see that? I don't know if I'll keep this one. I was trying to get cards in the binder that weren't creased. And if they do have a crease, like a little small one, that one's pretty notable. So I probably won't keep that one. Gotta have decent looking cards for the binder. So a card with a crease like that would most likely get like a 2 or 3. Here's a base cream hunt. You can get these for about $3.50 to $4.50 shipped. It's actually a lot better time to buy hunt as compared to like September, October. His stuff has cooled off. So I've been buying some hunt stuff. Not anything crazy yet, but I've been picking up a few here and there. Mostly Prism Parallels. Here we go. Willie Mays. We got some more vintage. This one was expensive, $21.50. But I think it's a decent looking one. This has a look of like a 4 or 5 to me, just on quick inspection, the way the corners look. 65 tops, right? Yeah, 65 tops. The same set as the Pete Rose we just saw. And this one just looks a lot cleaner. The surface isn't like dirty, but this is a beautiful maze. So that'll go into the binder. Battery's holding up well today. Here's an Alvin Kamara. That's pretty cool. See, I'm not a huge fan of Spectra. There's a few patch cards that I think are pretty neat. So this is 8 of 25. It's kind of like the green background with a patch on the left and a jersey. Actually, there's a little patch swatch here on the right. So a neat little Alvin. Probably just throw that in my 2017 rookie binder. This was cheap. This was like 99 cents plus shipping. It is beat up on the back, but it is a Tomlinson Score Select rookie behind the numbers, and it's numbered to 369. I thought it was a neat card for that price. So mandatory Tomlinson. It's almost getting to be like that. All right, this is the kind that gets messy. So you gotta be careful. This is the package that the dead bird came in, and I got that in the mail. This one's not as bad as the other ones. I don't know what this is. Okay, these were just free base cards he threw in. So some Peyton Mannings, and then I bought the Ultra. This is about $15 shipped. It's not the toughest set, so I'll definitely try on this one. But that looks pretty good. Most of the times on this set, you can pull an 8.5 or higher. This is cool. Love this set. 64 tops. We have Hank Aaron. See, this is the kind of condition that I'm definitely looking for the binder. This is like a 3, and that's fine with me. The corners are kind of rounded in, pushed in, but the integrity, if you want to say, of the card is maintained. Like that card looks great to me. Now, is it something that's going to grade high? No, but it still looks good. Has a good aesthetic appearance for the binder. Here's another cream hunt. This is just one of those base ones. I've just been picking these up in auctions for 99 cents and paying the shipping. Try to find shipping that isn't too unreasonable. $3.25 and lower seems high enough to me. Some people have are shipping cards for like $4.50 a package, which is just getting out of hand. But I do understand that the post office continues to raise rates. You see how this person shipped it? Now, the only drawback on this is there's no tracking, but they shipped this card protected in a bubble mailer for 70 cents. You can't beat that. So, never mind, there's 230 over here, so 70 plus 230. So I think, oh yeah, and there is tracking. I don't know what I'm saying, but there is. So each package that you shipped at the post office is now $3, I think, in a bubble mailer. That's crazy. It was just like $1.90 a couple years ago. Here is a Topps Pristine Base LeBron to 999. But I definitely have seen people ship me cards in bubble mailers without tracking very cheaply. So there is a way to do it. I have to provide tracking on all my purchases to stay top rated on eBay. So here's a cream hunt. This is the red X-Fractor to 149 from Elite. Great set. They did a good job with this 17 Elite. It seems like I have one of these in every single bin these days. LT. Now it's just the base Topps. This card can range anywhere from, you can pick it up for about $3.50 to about $9, and that's with shipping included. So the card's kind of all over the map, but it just depends on who sees it in the auctions. Most of the time that card's in auctions. Here's another LT, Pros and Prospects. This was cheap, like $7 for a Pros and Prospects rookie to 1,000. That's nuts. It's a neat card too. He's in his TCU college attire. Another cream hunt. So we're slowly seeing some hunts trickle into these bins. This is just the base one. Yeah, this is just the base. I mean, after his big day against the Pats in week 1, this card was going for about $15. I got this for about $3. But cards always spike like that and then come back down. So I don't know why people like to pay the premium. I'll never understand it. Man, this thing's a pain. Oh, sweet. Binder stuff. There's a couple of them here. Alright, so we have, this is 73, I believe. 73 Topps, Nolan Ryan with the California Angels. This is a great looking card. It's got that motion with the mitt going over his head. So we got a Nolan Ryan, and we got a nice Maze 68 Topps in about PSA 3 form. So nice cards for the binder. Here's a neat one. Prism. This is the orange one. Kareem Hunt. I'll probably try to do a rainbow of him. I don't know if I'll be able to get the black 101. Probably not. But I can get the camo and then gold. And maybe the vinyl out of 5. But here's the orange 275. See, this has these black marks from the post office on the rollers, I think. Some of the packages have these. Now this was it's definitely sold below market price. I thought I got a great deal on it. This is one that I would consider snapping, and I'll tell you why. One, it's 0.5 from a Beckett 9, but I'm going to look primarily at this number on the right. Now, it is known in the circle of the hobby that Beckett did grade harder back in the day when this was graded. I would estimate this to be graded around 2000 to 2001. since it's got the 1 million as a number. So this was graded a long time ago. From the looks of it, it looks pretty damn nice. So I would definitely probably snap this and send it to PSA. Try for like an 8.5 or higher from PSA. That's a great card. That's the die cut, the 500. I think I like the base one, the 2000, even though there's more printed of it, and I don't know why. I like the non-die cut a little bit more, but I still love the die cut too. Here's an Upper Deck Victory Drew Brees. That's cool. About $6 shipped. What's the price on this one? We're actually making a lot of progress on this bin. Here's another cream hunt. This is the orange. $2.75 on the orange. Oh, this is sick, guys. So I've said on the channel for a while now, I still think Tom Brady's a buy. I don't see any reason why he's not. Mainly because he's not one of those like flash in the pan players. You know, he's an all-time great. Probably go down as the only fact. He is the greatest quarterback to play. He's got 5 Super Bowl rings. But this Elite is a little bit beat up on the corners. It's a great card for the money. I think this was about $175, but when you're paying $125 for a Bowman base, when you get pretty much one of these per hobby box, and it would take a few cases to pull one of these because it's numbered to 2000. And I remember back in the day, you only got like two or three of these numbered rookies per box, and there was, I don't know, 60 rookies. So this is a very tough pull, tougher than the Upper Deck that I talked about. So definitely worth the price tag on the Elite. Plus, it's just a neat card. So I mean, this one has dinged up corners on the black, so it's probably like a 7.5, but still a neat Brady. When you're buying cards, try to think of the set. Try to think of how tough the card is to pull, and let that factor into how much you want to pay for the card. Because if a card is very tough to pull, then I think you should want to pay a little bit more for it. And if comes, you know, there's one per hobby box. It's not the rarest card, but you can still pay a lot if you want. It's all up to the collector. Rookies and Stars Moss base. This is like $5 shipped. This is a great card for the price. This was one of those things that were like 60 or 70 rookies in the set, and you got 6 per box, I think. So pulling a Moss or Manning was definitely tough. And for the price tag that those sell for now, they're just a steal. And those old boxes from like 98 and 2001, they're all, you know, the price is all jacked up. It's not because of what you can hit great cards, but it's mainly because the boxes are still sealed, and you're kind of buying those not to open them, just to kind of hold them as like a collector's piece. This is an Upper Deck Legends, the same as the Vic. It's got the blurry background, but it just looks cool. So $7.50 on that Breeze. This is neat. So 64 tops. We got Willie Mays. I think I paid about $25. I don't know. This must be what he had on it at his last card show or something. But 64 tops Mays, about in 3 condition. So perfect for the binder. So I'm filling in the Willie Mays part of my binder. I don't know which cards from the 50s of Mays I'll try to pick up. If it's within reason, you know, anything that I can buy raw for like 35 or under, then I'll buy. But I'm not gonna put cards that are worth more than that in the binder. That's just me, personal preference. This is actually a good way to ship a card. It's a Fournette. I think it's Phoenix. Yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of the Phoenix, but this was like $2.75. So I think it's numbered. Oh, it's just a base. Okay, it was like $2.75 shipped. It'll look great in the binder. It's all about the binders these days. But you know, it does give a new meaning to collecting cards, to not having to collect all cards that are graded. You can buy cards if they don't work out. You can either sell them, or you can put them in a binder, and you don't have to have everything slabbed. So it's kind of helped me to not be so slab obsessive, even though I am prepping another 500 carder. And that thing's in the works, so it might be a while on that one because it's tough to find enough candidates. I mean, of all the cards you guys see in this video, I'll probably 20 or 30% of them will probably be PSA candidates. Most of them aren't. Here's a 61, I believe. 61 Topps Maze. Kind of a bland card because you don't see like the Giants logo or a hat or a bat or anything. So not the coolest maze in my opinion, but it is a classic card. So shipped well. Double-sided protection. Great card for the price. About 20 bucks on this. Now this is the SPX from 99, but it's the tier 1. So tier 2s were all out of 1999, and then there were a few that were the tier 1s, and it was Dante Culpepper, Ricky Williams. I think there were a few others, but they were numbered to 500, so it's way tougher to pull one of these. And as we know, Ricky had a good career. The rest for 10,000. So tough to do in this day and age. 10,000 plus while taking a couple years off. Here's a cool couple cards that were in auction. So this LT was a great price, like 65 bucks. There is a stated print run of 230 on both of these, and then the Breeze was about 150. So both of these for 210, 215 seems like a pretty good deal. The main problem is the back because it's blue, so you'll see the white chipping, and I've even seen PSA 10s with some white chipping on the back. So I don't know how strict they are on that, but I'll definitely try to get these ones slabbed up. A couple Hall of Famers right there. That's kind of mainly what I'm collecting these days. It's an interesting way to ship a card. It's like a wheat thins thing. Great card though. 63 Topps Aaron. I'll just leave it in this thing. It doesn't want to come out. So 63 Topps Aaron in like 3 form. Maybe a 4. It's got a little crease right there though. Beautiful card. Love these vintage cards coming in raw. Base Topps cards from the 60s are just so sweet. We're gonna do one more after this. So Kaiser Green Scope. I don't know why I bought that. I think it was like $2 or $3 shipped. Here's a thank you card. Deshaun Watson base. So we're ended on this one. Nice card. Beautiful. Wow. Not numbered, but it is a base. Actually, it got damaged during shipping. You see how it's bent back like that? The card's probably, yeah, it looks like it's creased. I'll have to ship this one back. That's it, guys. I'm going to try to get this thing uploaded today on Thanksgiving. Have a good one. Later.